A 1/2-inch Pancake box is not listed for the support of a ceiling fan. Pancake boxes, also known as shallow boxes, are designed for specific light fixtures and other lightweight electrical devices. They lack the structural integrity required to safely support the weight and dynamic forces exerted by a rotating ceiling fan. Ceiling fans require specialized electrical boxes that are specifically designed and listed for fan support. These boxes are typically deeper and more robustly constructed than Pancake boxes. They are also equipped with additional bracing or mounting hardware to ensure secure attachment to the ceiling joists. Using an improper electrical box to support a ceiling fan can create a significant safety hazard. The weight and vibration of the fan can cause the box to loosen, detach from the ceiling, and potentially fall, resulting in property damage or personal injury. It is crucial to always consult the manufacturer's instructions for both the ceiling fan and the electrical box to ensure compatibility and proper installation. Look for electrical boxes that are clearly marked as being suitable for ceiling fan support. These boxes will typically have a weight rating indicating the maximum weight of the fan that they can safely support. The weight rating should always exceed the actual weight of the ceiling fan being installed. When installing a ceiling fan, it is also essential to ensure that the electrical box is securely attached to a structural member of the ceiling, such as a joist or rafter. This can be achieved by using screws or nails that are long enough to penetrate the structural member by at least 1/2 inches. In some cases, it may be necessary to install additional bracing or blocking to provide adequate support for the electrical box. If you are unsure about any aspect of ceiling fan installation, it is always best to consult with a qualified electrician. A licensed electrician can assess the structural integrity of the ceiling, select the appropriate electrical box, and ensure that the fan is installed safely and in accordance with all applicable electrical codes. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific requirements for the installation of electrical equipment, including ceiling fans. Adhering to these requirements is essential for ensuring electrical safety and preventing fire hazards. Section 314 of the NEC covers the requirements for outlet, device, pull, and junction boxes, conduit bodies, fittings, and handle enclosures. This section includes provisions for box fill, conductor bending space, and support. For ceiling fans, the NEC requires that the electrical box be listed for fan support and that it be securely attached to the building structure. The NEC also specifies the minimum size and type of conductors that must be used to supply power to the ceiling fan. These requirements are designed to prevent overheating and ensure that the fan operates safely. Improperly installed ceiling fans can create a variety of electrical hazards, including short circuits, ground faults, and arc faults. These hazards can lead to fires, electrical shocks, and other serious injuries. It is crucial to always follow the NEC guidelines and to use appropriate safety precautions when working with electricity. Before beginning any electrical work, always turn off the power to the circuit at the circuit breaker. Use a voltage tester to verify that the power is off before touching any wires or electrical components. Wear appropriate personal protective equipment, such as insulated gloves and safety glasses. Never work on electrical systems when you are wet or standing in water. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, it is always best to hire a qualified electrician to perform the work. A licensed electrician has the training and experience necessary to safely and correctly install electrical equipment. They can also identify and correct any existing electrical hazards in your home. When selecting a ceiling fan, it is important to consider the size of the room in which it will be installed. A fan that is too small will not provide adequate air circulation, while a fan that is too large may be overwhelming. The blade span of the fan should be proportional to the size of the room. For small rooms, a fan with a blade span of 36 to 42 inches is typically sufficient. For medium-sized rooms, a fan with a blade span of 44 to 52 inches is recommended. For large rooms, a fan with a blade span of 54 inches or greater may be necessary. In addition to the blade span, it is also important to consider the fan's airflow rating. The airflow rating, measured in cubic feet per minute, or CFM, indicates the amount of air that the fan can move. A higher CFM rating indicates greater airflow. For rooms with high ceilings, it may be necessary to use a downrod to lower the fan to a more effective height. A downrod is a metal extension that attaches to the top of the fan and allows it to be mounted lower from the ceiling. The length of the downrod should be chosen based on the height of the ceiling. As a general rule, the bottom of the fan blade should be at least 7 feet above the floor. When installing a ceiling fan with a light kit, it is important to ensure that the light kit is compatible with the fan. Some light kits are designed to be used with specific fan models only. It is also important to consider the wattage of the light bulbs used in a light kit. Do not exceed the maximum wattage rating specified by the manufacturer. Overlamping can cause the light fixture to overheat and potentially create a fire hazard. In addition to electrical safety, it is also important to consider the structural integrity of the ceiling when installing a ceiling fan. The ceiling must be strong enough to support the weight of the fan and the dynamic forces exerted by its rotation. If the ceiling is not strong enough, it may be necessary to reinforce it before installing the fan. This can be achieved by adding additional bracing or blocking to the ceiling joists. If you are unsure about the structural integrity of your ceiling, it is always best to consult with a qualified building inspector or contractor. They can assess the ceiling and recommend any necessary repairs or reinforcements. Remember, a 1/2-inch pancake box is not designed for ceiling fan support. Using the correct electrical box ensures safety and prevents potential hazards. Always prioritize safety when working with electricity.